Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my first video. My name is Yorosuya and I'm not a good GBL player that reach legend every season, actually never. So I'm just a regular slash normal player like you. So I'm going to test some teams made by another great content creators and show how it performs played by a normal slash regular player like me and like you, and I'm going to give you some feedback at the end of the video. In this video we are testing Zyonik like with Rainy Castform, Cofagrigus and Drapion, but it's the start of the season, so the opponent teams are weird. So in this video we are just showing battles versus players who has good Pokemon and good moveset in their Pokemon. So if you enjoy the video, please like and subscribe to the channel. Okay, let's start. First battle, Castform versus Shadow Snorlax. So I think we reach to the next at the same time, so I'm gonna throw my wearable right away and see if he shields. I don't think so. Yep. Snorlax never shields the first move, and he throws the body slam and Iron Shield. Then he lags a little bit, and I'm gonna able to throw the second wearable, and he shields actually, so he lags again, and I'm going to farm down because of the lag, but you know how the game works, it is what it is. And then his Toxicrow has nowhere to go with my Cofagrigus, so I'm just swap into my Drapion because he swapped to the Lapras, and I'm gonna spam these crunches and this should be over. As I said, Cofagrigus had a really good matchup versus the Toxicrow, mostly because he receives counter damage and sludge ball damage. So I'm going to save the shields for the Cofagrigus, and this should be over. Actually, this was like my 10th battle, and my opponent doesn't have an Ignite or a Charmeleon, and also his Pokés has the right moves. Actually, Ice-Beam Lapras is okay, Dynamic Punch, and this Psychic should take like 2 Toxicrows, so GG's. So second battle, versus Black Smurf 76. So Castform into Obstacle. This is I don't know, I never played this matchup, so I think the Obstacle wins. I don't know. Let's see. I think he lags a little bit. Then I throw my wearable and see if he shields or not. He shields. He actually swapping to the Himno, so I'm swapping into my Cofagrigus, and he throws right away. So this is not Shadow Ball, it's just Thunder Punch. So I don't shield, and then I'm throwing my Shadow Ball to take out the Himno. He shields again and throws a Thunder Punch. So I shield, and I reach to this Shadow Ball that takes out the Himno. Then I expect the Obstacle, so I swap right away to my Rainy Castform and throw this Water Ball that actually does a good amount of damage, and it was a Simpitai, I think, and it take me out with one counter. So take Drapion, and I should throw the move right away, so I can. I'm just throwing my crunch here, that is nerf, so it is a good amount of damage actually. And then I attempt to catch the icy wind, and then I fail to throw my shadow ball. So I'm in a tricky spot right now because of mine, but it throws me a shadow ball that's a good amount, but it is resisted, and actually I have to equal tails and take this game that was complicated because of mine. Match number 3. Rainy cast form into Machamp. So another tricky matchup. I don't see what happens, but I think just counter damage is too much for almost everything. Everything that is neutral damage. So I changed the first move and we lag. So yeah. Excellent. We throw a wearable, he shields, and he is actually on another move. So I'm gonna let this rainy cast form go down. No, I'm gonna swap to the Drapion and start to spam these Aqua Tails. I don't know how much damage this does, and he shields, so I don't know. And he throws their cross chop, and I'm able to reach this Aqua Tail. So this should be take out. Nope, actually lives with 1 HP and a dream. And throw. Actually I live with 1 HP and a dream. But his Machamp takes 2 of my Pokemon, so I'm in a really bad spot. I actually catch the move into my rainy cast form, what is a good play, but I don't think one of these KOs the Stonefish, since Cofagrigus doesn't have the best attack stat. So yep, I take one move, and I think my only play is farm down and then see what they have in pack, if it is a Ghost or a Sidekick or a Toxicroak. But it's a duo, so he's a tanky boy, so this is over for me. But play against the Machamp, I think so. For match, let's see. We are against Jin Kizaru, I don't know, into a Shadow Machamp, so I'm gonna play this a little different. I'm going to catch the cross chop into my Cofagrigus and see what he has in the back. So he throws, I resist, and he swapped to the Mantine. I don't know. He throws that move that I don't remember the name. I throw my Shadow Ball, but I'm nerfed, so he shields actually, okay. And he throws another Bubble Beam, that is the name. So this match should be bad for me because of the Bubble Beam spam, I think so. So Shadow Ball doesn't do too much, and I swap to catch the other Bubble Beam into my rainy cast form, and he swaps into the Abomasnow, and I don't know, I think this is over. Abomasnow into my rainy cast form is a good matchup for the Abomasnow. So I'm just gonna start to spam these wearables and see what he does. He actually throws, so good for me, and it was an energy ball. So my only play here is I think farm down with the Drapion, and I actually lags and throw the move. I don't know why, but it is what it is, and it's a crunch. So let's see if he shields. Nope, he don't shield. So I'm gonna with my Drapion going to spam these aqua tails and see what it is. And I actually attempt to catch another crush chop, but he learns his lesson and he actually tries to catch an aqua tail, but he doesn't. And I'm one fast move from another aqua tail and have one shield, so this is a Shadow Machamp. This should be over because of this aqua tail, and actually it is. This time I make it. So here's the fit match versus Willy Lloyd. So cast from into Cofagrigus. Actually it's the first time that I see a Cofagrigus, and let's see what happened. I'm just gonna throw my water balls and see if he shields and see how much damage. It's a good chunk. I'm not shielding since I think I can survive whatever it is, and it's a Dark Pulse that do like 50% of my health, but I can reach this water ball before another move, and this water ball take over, so nice. But he swaps when he came with their Sirfetch, so first mistake. I farm down. I should swap right away, and now this could be a bravery. He has a lot of energy, and this nice slash that hurts. So I shield the second, and he swapped into the Cofable. So maybe if I can farm down the Cofable and throw another move into the Sirfetch, but it is complicated. I mean, if I had a Poison Jab, this should be better, and also I don't resist the charm because I'm dark poison, so it is neutral damage. I shield this and I let a counter go over, and I lose the CMP tie. So good for my opponent, but I should swap when he came with their Sirfetch. Matchup number 6, Squirty 634, so Castform versus Cresselia. I don't know, this is always a Confusion Cresselia. So I tried to catch the grass knot into my Drapion, and I did. So now he is swapping their Melmetal, and I lose the CMP tie. Rock Slide, that is a good chunk, but I am able to throw this Crunch, and Hidden Shields is another good chunk, and I be able to throw another Crush before he throws another move. He shields, so now he overfarmed like 3 Thunder Chucks. So I'm actually shielding this because I can make it to the Crunch, and this should take down the Melmetal, and now my Cofagrigus can see that crest. I throw an Aqua Tail, and he actually shields. I think he think that it was a Crunch, but and then I came with my Cofagrigus, and he swaps into their Alolan Mud. But I'm loaded with this Rainy Castform, so Water Ball spam should take out this Alolan Muk. Actually his needs a fast move, so that is bad, but he throws Dark Pulse. I shield because he is loaded, so I need to take out with the Rainy Castform because my Cofagrigus will lose versus this. So I have the energy for this water ball and for the clock, so I swap into my Cofagrigus and this is over. So GG's to Squiddy. Okay, the last matchup versus Masahiro, a lot of numbers. I don't know. Reina cast from into their Celio. I think they reached to the body slam first, so he is over farming and he throws the body slam. It's a good shot. I throw the thunder thinking that he doesn't shield, expecting a shield actually, and he shields. So I think I'm gonna lose, so I'm gonna swap into my Cofagrigus and they swap to the Clefable. That it is a good counter, but I have Psychic instead of Dark Pulse, so I can do neutral damage and be able to throw this second Psychic, so I expect that takeover, but don't take over, and he actually make it to their move, and he lives when 1 HP and a dream, and I lose the swap advantage, so I farm down before the charm registers. So now I'm versus Stonefisk, and I'm throwing this Aquatail that doesn't do too much because it is not bonus stab, but if I can take down this Stonefisk, maybe I have an opportunity versus the Celio. So I throw this Crunch and swap into my Rainy Chasm just to sacrifice them. So now I have a little advantage of energy, so I'm throwing this Aquatail that he actually shields, and I don't know, I totally forgot that he has that move, but it is super effective and non shield. I don't know why, I totally forgot about the mood bomb. I totally forgot that I'm poisoned, so that's why it happens, and the Celio had two moves loaded. I should try that little guy. So GG's, and don't forget what type is your Pokemon. Okay, after the battles, I won 18 games and I lost 7. I won a lot in the rank 2 to rank 4, and then when the opponent's teams make more sense and doesn't have a Big Knight or a Charmeleon and also have good movesets, it was a little difficult to play it actually. So I think it is a good team for the start of the season, but when the other team is a good team, you could lose because of that. So I think it is 7 out of 10 the final rate for this team. So thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of your day or night, I don't know. Love you guys.